Hello everyone, my name is Talabash, and today we're just going to be doing a quick news recap regarding the upcoming release of the 1 Week of Flumpty's Night 4 concept game, produced by Workday Chum 104, followed by his team of Expedite game developers. Now, it has been a while, around a month or so, since I've last covered anything regarding this game, but since then, we have gained a significant amount of new information about the upcoming concept game, such as new teasers, new devlogs, even some speculation on a possible new threat that we'll be facing within this fan interpretation on the upcoming installment of the 1 Week of Flumpty saga. Now, something interesting about this that I find quite humorous is after my initial video came out talking about everything we know regarding the upcoming release of the 1 Week of Flumpty's Night 4 concept game, Workday Chum 104 suddenly started posting more information about the game way more frequently than he had before. And I'm wondering if my video was the initial reason so I Workday started to speed up the development cycle on the game a little bit and start to pick up the pace on the project. Now, I highly doubt my video was the reason behind the more frequent arrival of leaks, though it is a pretty jocular credence to think about. There's also another possibility as to why the development cycle of the 1 Week of Flumpty's Night 4 concept game appears to be speeding up, and I will be covering that towards the end of my video. And with that, sit back, relax, and let's check out what new information we have regarding the Night 4 concept game. Let's go. Alright you guys, so here's the first devlog that we're going to be looking at. It's called Devlog 7 Long Temple. So I'm assuming it's going to have something to do with the phone calls, because if you guys don't already know, the phone guy within the 1 Week of Flumpty series is Long Temple. So I'm assuming it has something to do with him, so let's check it out. Here we go. Hey, it's a new office. It's a new chump design, a grass guy.
Good morning, New York City. It's been 4 nights since our beloved citizen was kidnapped, and the police are saying they're thrilled to find him.
This is night 4, it should have 3 nights.
He may never escape this fate. Anyway, time to put aside the jokes. Things are getting serious for you now. It looks like your power is still out from what Redmond did last night. Maybe it's a cool vibe. Maybe Flumpty's insurance wouldn't cover fixing it. Either way, your lights, power, and lasers are all out of service. But hey, at least you still have your radio, which is good, because the music seems to calm that corpse sitting in your office. Just don't leave one song playing for too long. You wouldn't want him to get bored. You shouldn't let the radio's batteries drain out either. Luckily, the backup charge button for them is still functional. Just don't use it for too long. The noise might draw him near. Now that I think about it, the two of them look sort of familiar. No, it can't be. That's crazy. Anyway, keep your eyes on that one pit tonight as well. The creature that lives there seems agitated tonight. Don't rely too much on your monitor or radio either. They seem to still be malfunctioning from last night's malware. This night won't be so over easy.
I think he's talking about the eyesore. Oh, there's the power button in the globe. Actually, it's a really cool animation. Wow, that was really interesting. Alright you guys, so from what you just saw regarding the devlog that we just reacted to, I'm genuinely very impressed by the amount of craftsmanship and effort that has been put into this project, if what we hadn't seen before did inform us that already. Personally, I really appreciate how they managed to translate a pretty complicated night setup into one traditional FNAF phone call pretty well, without making it sound overly complex, while also providing some intel on the initial threats at the same time. Though you may have noticed that I pointed out the phone call stating it as being 4 nights, where it should actually be 3 nights. But that is probably just an error, and it will most likely be fixed when the game finally launches soon enough. Now, along with this devlog, we are also given various in-game screenshots regarding the 1 Week of Flumpty's Night 4 concept game itself, with the first one being of Champ in Cam 3, leaning forward behind some stalactites that can be found within the cavern environment. Now, there is unfortunately not much we can really go off of regarding the screenshot, other than seeing how Champ will be lit within an environment that generally has a bright atmosphere, so it's pretty cool to see how that will look. There isn't really much to say about this image, other than Champ looking absolutely phenomenal, but the other screenshot we got of Champ is a bit more interesting, as we actually get to see a more in-depth look on Champ, showing that he actually has a top row of sharp teeth hidden away under his torn flesh. And this makes me wonder if this feature will be utilized for his jump scare, or it might actually take a bite out of you if you unsuccessfully manage to keep quiet whenever he enters your office. And lastly, we were given a look at the game over screen for the 1 week of Flumpty's Night 4 concept game, that being of Champ looking over the remains of the game's protagonist, that being Flumpty himself. Now, you might notice that this game over screen utilizes reused assets from the main 1 week of Flumpty's game, so it is probable that this is only a placeholder before it is eventually finalized. Now, last up for this video, there's a possibility that we might actually be seeing a new character feature within this concept game. Yes, you heard me correct. As Workday Chunk 104 had actually stated that a character feature within the game will have the ability to disable cameras as their main gimmick. Now, whoever this new character could potentially be is still up for speculation. Some possibilities is that it could be Eyesore, as what he does exactly when he enters the second phase is still unknown. But personally, I feel it is highly unlikely, because if Eyesore contains 2 phases, then whatever he may do has to be lethal towards the player. Now, at the time that I'm recording this, we still have not gained any new information on who this new character could potentially be. So if any of you have any ideas, please let me know your predictions down below. And with that said guys, that is currently all the new information we have regarding the upcoming release of the 1 week of Flumpty's Night 4 concept game. I hope you all enjoyed this quick news update, and if you guys recall, I actually mentioned another possible reason as to why the development behind the Night 4 concept game appears to be going at a quicker pace than adjacent to before. And that's because of the upcoming release of 1 week of Flumpty's that's scheduled to possibly release mid to late January of next year, specifically around the 11th anniversary of One Night of Flumpty's, and I feel Workday wants to try and get the game out before then, which I sincerely hope is not the case, as I want this game to be deemed successful, and it certainly won't happen if they rush the game's development, so I really hope they don't rush the game in response to that pressure. I feel this game has a lot of potential, and it's certainly one of the best projects I've seen out of the One Night of Flumpty's community by far. Anyways guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.